Hello, wrestling fans! This is Sean's View Entertainment, the most dedicated and prolific WWE news source on the web. Subscribe now for hourly WWE breaking news, hard-hitting rumors, and more. And don't forget to smash that bell for notifications, comment, and share. Are you a true wrestling fanatic? Become a channel member right now to show your support and send us super thanks in the comment section today.
After the very turbulent weekend that was the John Cena retirement weekend, it was very turbulent. It was very distasteful. It was very disrespectful. It was, one of the worst things, WWE fans. It was a travesty. It was a miscarriage of justice. And then what does Gunther do tonight on Monday Night Raw? And remember to click the bell, subscribe. Remember, it's so important to become a channel member today to help save and secure the future of my channel on YouTube.com. Remember to like, comment. Remember to hype up the video. Donate below with a super thanks donation. It really helps out the channel. Helps keep the lights on. Helps keep the internet on. It wasn't enough that Gunther defeated John Cena. It wasn't enough that Gunther won. It wasn't enough that John Cena tapped out for the first time in 20 years. No, that wasn't enough. No. Gunther had to add more fuel to the fire, and he did just that tonight on Monday Night Raw. Now, you didn't think. Now, it was disgusting. It was hard to watch how the WWE and Triple H, the booking, the creative, how John Cena was treated, whether he had to do the job, whether that was part of what John Cena wanted to do. That's what you do when you go out. I mean, there's been many wrestlers that have gone out with a win, getting the 1, 2, 3. Guys like The Undertaker, guys like Sting, guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin all went out with a win. But oh no, John Cena had to give back. John Cena had to go by company rules, had to go by the agenda. And I'll tell you what, just when you thought that a guy like a superstar like Dominic Mysterio, we all know the heat. We all know how loudly he gets booed. We all know how intense that is for Dominic Mysterio. But I think that has just been amplified by what Gunther just did on Monday Night Raw. Now, if the WWE was looking to make Gunther the baddest bad guy, the most hated guy, the guy that you almost want to kill him, you want to shoot him, you want to take him out, it's to that level. It almost feels like that. Now, I'm not implying or saying that I or anybody should do that, but it almost feels like that because you see, back in the day, wrestlers would get stabbed, wrestlers would get shot, there would be fights, there would be pandemonium, and it was exactly that. It was loud, it was boisterous. I cannot believe what happened tonight on Monday Night Raw. Now, there was a lot of rumor and gossip. There was a lot of worry about Gunther going into Monday Night Raw tonight. I will say that. A lot of worry about, and we're going to get to the footage, although we're going to get into the footage, the video, the proof, the evidence, but there was a lot of worry tonight on Monday Night Raw about Gunther being jumped, Gunther being attacked, Gunther being assaulted by fans, by WWE fans, by the Raw fans in attendance tonight in Hershey, Pennsylvania, because Gunther did need a lot of security after he defeated John Cena. Now, you never thought you would see this kind of heel heat ever again in the wrestling business, especially in this day and era where things are so soft and politically correct. But what Gunther did by tonight coming out, we thought he was going to be a man of few words. And it was short and sweet what Gunther said tonight on Monday Night Raw. Make no mistake about it. It was short and sweet, but it was the delivery. It was the defiance. It was the brashness of him. It was the volatileness of Gunther. And again, this set the tone for the fans, the reaction, the tone, the crowd, the WWE fans that were in attendance tonight, that were watching and that were getting what Gunther was saying. What could be more disrespectful? What could be more disgusting than what he did to John Cena on Saturday night's main event? Well, it's the aftermath. It's the fallout about what Gunther did and what Gunther said in his mannerisms tonight towards the WWE Universe, towards the crowd on Raw tonight. And there very well could have been chaos. There very well could have been mayhem. There very well could have been bedlam. And I don't think any amount of security guards would have stopped the WWE fans from jumping the barricade and attacking and taking out Gunther. One by damn one. I mean, this guy wants to be ripped apart. Gunther is really spitting in the face. You want to really talk about sticking it to the WWE fans. That is exactly what Gunther did tonight on Monday Night Raw. And I'll tell you what, if the WWE's end game, if their end goal was to make Gunther the biggest heel of the last 20 years, well, I think the WWE and Triple H have accomplished just that. but at the expense of the greatest of all time, John Cena. Now, you can thank John Cena also for making Gunther the biggest heel he is, for John Cena going down, for John Cena taking the loss, for everything that we saw, for everything that we got. This is what we got on Monday Night Raw, viewers. And we are just several days away from Christmas, and this is probably the greatest, best present that Gunther could get from the WWE, from the powers that be. And Gunther is very lucky that he wasn't attacked, that there wasn't a riot, that there wasn't, a bunch of fans that rushed the ring or rushed the announcer's table. I mean, Gunther would come out, then he would leave, then he would come out, then he would leave. And then what about that stare down? The way the cameras were following Gunther, and this is how we started Raw. This is the beginning of Monday Night Raw tonight, viewers. And I want your thoughts, your comments about Monday Night Raw. For those of you that might be watching this video after Raw goes off the air or during Raw, with the way the cameras are following Gunther, with the way he went out to the parking lot, I thought for sure something was going to go down, something was going to happen. I thought for sure something was going to transpire with Gunther, but they didn't. But they did have a standoff. They did have a little bit of a face-off between Gunther and AJ Styles on Monday Night Raw tonight. That is what we got. That is what we saw. But again, viewers, going to this Monday Night Raw, according to rumors and gossip online, there was a lot of worry about what the fans would do. How would they react? How would they respond to Gunther tonight? And it looked like a lot of those fans did want to jump the railing. They could not believe what they were hearing. They could not believe what they were getting tonight. But Gunther took it in. He took it in like a class act, and I hate to say that. I can't even believe I'm coming on here and saying that, knowing me, the big John Cena fan that I am. Again, it's sick. It's twisted. It's reprehensible, but Gunther is playing the role as much and as good as anybody could play it right now and right here. And it's deafening. The boos are deafening. The thumbs downs are deafening for Gunther. And I'll tell you what, this man may need security around the damn clock. Because right now, what John Cena being out and retired and never going to wrestle ever again, we will never see John Cena wrestle in a WWE ring ever again. And that is all because of Gunther, ladies and gentlemen. Win, lose, or draw, it was the biggest sore to wrestling fans that we will never, ever forget. And Gunther is at the front of the line for this entire thing, for this entire scenario. So, yeah, Gunther's playing his role. He's playing the heel, and he's doing it as good as anybody could do it in 2025 going into 2026. What did you think about the beginning of Monday Night Raw tonight? What Gunther said, his vibes, the aura, the overall tension that was on Monday Night Raw tonight. You could slice it. You could dice it. And that is exactly what Gunther did. And what can you say? As they say, it is what it is. But now, who is going to stop Gunther and what he has done? It could have been the WWE fans. It could have been the WWE Universe tonight, but that was not to be. But I'll tell you what, Gunther, without a shadow of a doubt, has made himself a marked man. I can assure you that Gunther is now a marked man. And there is a bullseye on his chest for what he has done for John Cena, for what he has done, for everything that John Cena stood up for and represented and respected, everything that John Cena was about. Gunther has literally drowned it out. And tonight really exemplified what Gunther brings to the table and what the future is going to look like for Monday Night Raw. Please click that subscribe button, click the bell, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's freaking view. What is going to happen next? What is going to go down? What is going to be the fate of Gunther? By God, as JR would say, business is about to pick up. Subscribe.